Well, yes, this is a review of the Firefly PTH. FFPTH stands for Firefly. I think P for P90 and TH for thin line. This is a guitar that I've been looking at for a while, and when I first noticed or learned that they make this guitar, they didn't have it available. So what's interesting about this guy? Well, number one is a thin line design, meaning it's a semi-hollow. Number two, it has two P90s, which is unusual for a Telecaster body. Number three, it has four knobs instead of two, meaning just like a Les Paul, two volume and two tone knobs. And yeah, it's just a very good configuration that is very hard to find actually, and Firefly makes it. So I want to tell you how good I think this guitar is, and if it is worth your money. Talking about $150 approximately that you can find this guitar on eBay or guitargarden.com. I will tell you straight up, it's really a very good guitar. It's like an amazing instrument for that kind of money. Does it have shortcomings? I think so, yes, but I have to say that in my experience, Firefly, actually, I've had about 4 or 5 Firefly guitars. I always sell them. I don't tend to keep them. But I bought this one for a very particular reason, and I'll tell you in a minute. But I think every time I get a new Firefly, I feel like the quality of the manufacturing is better. Maybe it's just my impression, given I don't know, maybe it's just that I've been lucky. Maybe some of you can comment and tell me if the new Fireflies that you've been receiving have better quality. That is my experience. So this guy, I really find it to be flawless. It has nothing that I can really complain about as far as fit and finish. So starting by the most obvious part, the tuners. So the tuners in these guitars are usually substandard. Compared to a Fender Squier guitar, that is something that most people are familiar with. The tuners in this guy are just okay. They get the job done, but they're a very good point to upgrade because it's very easy to do and it doesn't cost too much money. So going on to the nut, in the Fireflies guitars that I've had, they've always had a bone nut, and I think that this is also a bone nut. So kudos to Firefly for that. When it comes to the fretboard, so it has this high gloss finish. The neck, I'm talking about the neck, not the fretboard yet. So yes, it has a very high gloss finish. It's not my favorite kind of guitar neck finish, but it gets the job done. It's pretty well done. Skunk stripe, very cool back there. You have your plate here for the screws. Continuing with the fretboard, it is a rosewood fretboard. The neck is a maple, and honestly, it has some kind of shine. I don't know; it's kind of hard to tell, but it shines. So I think they put some type of coating in it, and I really like it. It's very cool. Really, really like it. Something that is particularly unusual about the Firefly guitars versus the Grove guitars, I tend to find, especially in the most recent Firefly guitars that I've had, that the fret job is superior. But again, this might be my experience. The fret work in this particular guitar is really amazing. It's really, really good. There's no fret sprout. All of the frets are very well polished. The only thing that I find to be superior to this is the eared guitars. And this is great. It's perfectly usable. It's more than perfectly usable. It's perfectly comfortable. So great job with the frets right there. And another thing that is so amazing about this model is that the frets are I would say these are jumbo frets. These are huge. These frets are thick. These are huge. They're very well polished. It's beautiful. Wow. I really want to keep this guitar. I usually get this guitar, I make a review, make a few projects, and just like let them go. But I got this guy, and I'll tell you in a minute why I got this guitar. So moving on to the body, it has this like white binding all around. It's nice. Pick guard, you know, your thin line P90 pick guard. It has this color. It's like a sparkle white. The tones that you get out of this guitar are very nice. The P90s are good. It's a little issue right here. It was actually my fault. The volume knob was down. Okay, so fantastic tones you can get out of this guitar. So my fingers are very dark because these guitars usually are not very much played. They don't clean them very much. Looks like it. But yeah, wow, this is one of those guitars that I really want to keep playing. Again, same thing, you know, this is a thick neck. The neck profile is thick. Yes, indeed. I feel that there is different radius here at the top of the neck than by the neck pocket. So yes, definitely the neck is wider here and flatter. It's a pretty flat radius, and I think it's like a D shape, D profile here, whereas this is closer to a C profile. Very comfortable to play. The P90 sound good, as you heard. 60 cycle home. So something important about this guitar, I think, to notice is that when you put it in the middle position and you turn down the bridge volume down, or the neck, you lose all of the sound, you know. So each volume knob basically chokes the whole guitar. as you would expect from most of the new Les Paul or Gibson wiring down there. Alright, so there's really nothing to complain about this guitar for 150 bucks. Actually, I got it for a lot less than that because they had a special. They ran out of this guitar, and I've been looking to try to get this guy for like 8 to 10 months. Finally got one. Very pleased with the quality, very pleased with the features. One thing I was about to tell you about is the bridge. So it's a string through design, and one highlight about this guitar is the saddles. So the saddles are very comfortable, very nice design there. It is nice to put my palm and to rest. It's extremely comfortable. So kudos to Firefly for making these guitars. I bought this guy because I was listening back to some of the music that I'm recording, and I remember recording with one of those IYV red guitars with the P90s. It's a semi-hollow body as well, and I really like the tone that I got out of that. So I wanted to get a 25.5-inch scale length guitar with P90s, so I gave this guy a try. I like the neck profile a lot more for this guitar than for the IYB, although the IYB is a more beautiful guitar in my opinion. But feature wise, I got a piezo pickup that I will install in this guitar, and then I will use it as a hybrid instrument, which I love to do that. So looking forward to that modification, and I hope this review help inform your purchase decision. If you see these guitars out, they have my thumbs up. I really enjoy playing this instrument. So thank you. Best regards.